sit down, please, just for a moment. I need you to stop. Stop the scrolling. Stop the planning. Stop the noise that's currently echoing in your head. And stop worrying about that email or that deadline. Just look at me. Look into my eyes. I am you. I am the version of you that exists 50 years from today. I am the physical manifestation of every choice you are making right now. My skin is thinner, my breath is shorter, and my hair has turned the color of winter clouds. But my eyes see things now that you are still too busy to notice. I have come back in the only way I know how to tell you something I wish someone had grabbed me by the shoulders and shouted into my ears when I was sitting where you are today. I am here because I love you, and I don't want you to repeat my mistakes. I am here to tell you that the life you think you have plenty of is slipping through your fingers like dry sand. We live under a grand, beautiful, and terrifying illusion. We think we have time. We wake up every morning as if we have an infinite balance in the bank of days. We say, someday, like it's a verified date on the calendar. Someday I'll travel. Someday I'll tell them I love them. Someday I'll start that business, write that book, or finally learn to be happy. But let me tell you a secret from the finish line. Someday is a ghost. It doesn't exist. It's a comfortable lie we tell ourselves so we don't have to face the terrifying truth that our lives are happening now. It is a sedative for the soul, a way to numb the sting of a life unlived. I remember being where you are. I remember the feeling of being busy. I was always running, always checking boxes, always preparing for a future that I thought would eventually arrive and stay forever. I treated my life like a dress rehearsal. I thought I was practicing for the real part of my life that was just around the corner. But the curtain was already up. The play had already started. I was just too distracted to notice the audience. Think about your current hamster wheel. You wake up, you rush, you stress over things that won't matter in 5 years, let alone 50. You postpone your joy because you believe you need to earn it. You think that once you reach a certain salary, a certain status, or a certain level of stability, then and only then will you be allowed to breathe. But the problem with the horizon is that no matter how fast you run toward it, it stays just as far away. I spent decades running toward a horizon of enough, only to realize that enough is a moving target. I stayed in jobs that drained my spirit because I wanted the security of a next year that wasn't guaranteed. I put off difficult conversations because I thought there would be a better time later. I stayed on the hamster wheel, chasing a version of success that society told me I should want. I wanted the title, the house, the recognition. And I got them. I got the things. But sitting here now at 75, do you know what I remember? I don't remember the promotions. I don't remember the balance in my bank account from 30 years ago. I don't remember the fancy cars I drove or the brands I wore to impress people I didn't even like. What I remember, what actually hurts to think about, are the things I didn't do, the risks I was too smart to take, the love I was too proud to fight for, the sunsets I missed because I was looking at a screen, trying to finish a report for a boss whose name I can't even recall today. I spent decades building a life, but I forgot to actually live it. I was a master of survival, but a novice at existence. We live in a culture that rewards us for being productive, but it rarely rewards us for being present. We are taught to value more money, more followers, more status. But at my age, the only more that matters is more time, and that is the one thing no amount of money can buy. I've seen the wealthiest men in the world weep because they couldn't buy back a single afternoon with their children. I've seen the most powerful leaders realize that their legacy wasn't in their monuments, but in the moments of kindness they were too busy to offer. I learned this lesson through the harshest of teachers, experience. There was a Tuesday, just a regular, unremarkable Tuesday. I was in my late 50s, still grinding, still promising myself that I'd retire soon and start my life. I was in a meeting, arguing about something that felt incredibly important at the time. Then the phone rang. It was the news we all dread. A loss so sudden it felt like the floor had been ripped out from under me. In a single heartbeat, the someday I had planned with someone I loved was gone. All the trips we were going to take, the things we were going to say, they didn't just disappear. They became weights that I have carried ever since. Shortly after that, my own health took a turn. The body I had taken for granted, the legs that used to run for miles, the back that never ached, they started to fail. And that's when the realization hit me like a physical blow. The window of opportunity isn't wide open. It's a narrow slit, and it's closing every single day. Why do we wait for a tragedy to wake us up? Why do we wait for a doctor's report or a funeral to realize that our time is a precious, non-renewable resource? You have something right now that I would give everything I own to have back for just one day. You have vitality. You have the ability to move without pain, to dream without the shadow of too late, and to change your direction. If you aren't happy, why are you staying? If you love someone, why haven't you told them, not just with a text, but with your whole heart? If you have a dream that keeps you up at night, why are you letting it die in the name of being practical? Practicality is often just a fancy word for fear. We are afraid of what people will think. We are afraid of failing. We are afraid of looking foolish. But let me tell you what's truly foolish. Lying on your deathbed and realizing you lived a life that belonged to everyone else but you. Nobody on their deathbed says, I wish I'd spent more time at the office. Nobody says, I'm so glad I played it safe and never took any risks. They say, I wish I'd had the courage to live a life true to myself. I am here to give you that courage. I am the voice of your future self, pleading with you to wake up. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. The perfect moment is a myth, a mirage designed to keep you stationary. There will always be a bill to pay, a reason to wait, or someone to tell you not yet. Do it anyway. Do it tired. Do it scared. Do it messy. But for the love of everything holy, do it now. Go take that trip. Write that first page. Forgive that person who hurt you, not for them, so you don't have to carry that poison into your old age. Quit the job that makes you feel small. Spend your money on experiences, not things. Hug your parents while they are still here to hug you back. Listen to the wind. Taste your food. Truly look at the people you love. Start seeing the world not as a series of tasks to be completed, but as a miracle to be experienced. I know you're worried about the future. I know you feel the pressure of the world on your shoulders. But look at these wrinkles on my face. They are the map of a life. Some of them are from laughing, and those are my favorites. Some are from crying, and I don't regret those either. They mean I felt something, that I was alive enough to be broken. But the ones that come from unnecessary stress, from worrying about things that never happened, those are the ones I wish I could erase. Don't trade your joy for a security that can be taken away in an instant. The only real security you have is the richness of your soul and the memories you've gathered. As I sit here, looking at you through the lens of time, I feel a profound sense of hope. You still have so many chapters left to write. Your story isn't finished. You can decide right now, in this very second, that the old you ends here. You can decide that from this moment forward, you will be the architect of your own happiness. You can decide that you will no longer be a spectator in your own life. Imagine you were me looking back at yourself today. What would you want to tell yourself? What would you want to see yourself do? Would you want to see yourself sitting there, paralyzed by what-ifs and maybe-laters? Or would you want to see yourself stand up, take a deep breath, and walk boldly toward the life you were actually meant to live? I'm not asking you to be reckless. I'm asking you to be intentional. I'm asking you to realize that your life is a gift that you are currently unwrapping. Don't just look at the box. Look at what's inside. Don't let the years pass you by in a blur of mediocrity and fine. Life shouldn't just be fine. It should be vibrant. It should be challenging. It should be deeply felt. I don't have much time left in this message. The veil is closing, but the message is simple, and it's the most important thing you'll ever hear. Your life is happening right now. It is not a rehearsal. It is not a waiting room. This is it. This is the main event. Every breath you take is a countdown, yes, but it's also a new beginning. When you get to be my age, I want you to look back and be exhausted, not from stress, but from living. I want you to be able to say, I used it all. I didn't leave anything on the table. I loved deeply, I risked greatly, I failed spectacularly, and I got back up every single time. I didn't waste a single precious second. Please, do this for me. Do this for the version of us that is waiting at the end of the line. Go outside. Breathe the air. Call the person you're thinking about right now. Take the first step toward that thing you've been putting off. Don't wait for a sign. This is your sign. This is the universe screaming at you to realize how beautiful and fleeting this all is. The future is coming for you, faster than you can imagine. Time has a way of accelerating the older you get. Years start to feel like months, and months feel like weeks. Make sure that when you arrive here, where I am, you arrive with a heart full of stories, not a head full of regrets. The clock is ticking. It's a beautiful sound, isn't it? It means you're still here. You still have a pulse. You still have a choice. You still have a chance. Your future is waiting. Your life is waiting. Now, go live. Go live like you mean it. Don't waste another minute. I believe in you. I am rooting for you. I am you. Go make me proud. Go make us whole.